Hello and welcome to another episode of Dallas Watch. Warren Johnson here. Today we're going to talk about roads. Boy, the roads in this city are horrendous. There's no doubt. And that was one of the things I campaigned about as a city council member. Police protection was number one, roads were number two on my hit parade. And actually, police for protection, but roads, they protect us as well. And that's one of the two main responsibilities of a city council, in my mind, was to protect us through police, fire, and so on, and to give us good infrastructure, the main one being roads. Roads can be dangerous. If you got a rough road, you hit a pothole or something, careen off onto the side of the road, hit somebody, hit another car, kill someone, that's not a good thing. And I tell you, driving through a lot of these streets here in Dallas, it's like driving through Juarez, Mexico. I mean, it's a third world country. And I don't understand why they're not being fixed. There's a street near my house, over there it's called Irving Street, not Irving Boulevard. It's called Irving Street. It's a little bitty road right off of Turtle Creek. And I've been trying to get that fixed for over 10 years. It is pothole filled. It's right next to Holy Trinity Catholic Church, right next to a school where somebody could hit a pothole, careen off the road and go in the parking lot and hit some kids. It is just horrendous, but I can't get anybody to take a look at it, and I don't know why. Good roads, they add to the value of a neighborhood. We got better roads, people are going to like their streets better, and their houses better. It's a good way to get South Dallas up and running, because that's where they wanted a big focus here, was in South Dallas. But where's the money going? Your taxes are very important to you, as you're sure, especially if you're renting. You're paying taxes, but you're just paying to the landlord before it goes. It's part of your rent before it goes to the city. You can put in your address, any address under Dallas CAT, any city in the county, put your address in there, and it'll go and it'll tell you the taxes that you're paying. A good portion of those taxes are going to the city. But what are they doing with that money? I'm going to throw some stuff up there. You're going to throw it up on the screen there about little summaries. One of them is under the executive summary. This is on the city website. Under mobility, and this is the only place, nothing just says roads, what money is going to go to roads. They hide it in stuff like this. Mobility solutions, infrastructure, and sustainability, which is going to be in the middle of this thing thrown up there. Little bullet point circle I've got there, an orange underline. It says investing more than $125 million of bonds and cash to improve the driving conditions of city streets. Well, whoopee-doo, because if you go to the next summary, which is the figures, the total budget is, and I've got that circled with an arrow pointing to it, you'll see it up there, the total budget is $3,586,199,784. That is 3.5% of the budget is going on roads. Yeah, that sounds like that's part of their focus, their roads. But why aren't they focused on roads? Well, I don't get this. I'm going to tell you a story. March 16th, I remember it like it was yesterday. Wife and I were out, actually, because I ran for city council. This was during the campaign season. I went out, my wife and I were out in East Dallas knocking on doors. And we were coming back, and I think it may have been March 17th. It was on a Saturday or Sunday. It was a weekend day. And obviously the St. Patrick's Day celebrations were going on, and everybody was lubricated, if you know what I mean. So there was this cart. We're driving on Gaston. There was this couple on one of these little electric carts. And it was going along just fine. All of a sudden, they took a tumble. And I figured, my thought was, they're just drunk, okay? And I pull up beside them. They're going to see if they're okay. And so I did. And when I looked down there was a lady who was laying in the street, and her face was filled with blood. They had hit a pothole and fell forward, broke the scooter, fell forward and hit her head. So I backed the truck up to block traffic. By the time I got out and got back to her, which was just a few seconds, another lady had stopped. She was a nurse, thank God, just getting off of work. And so she was tending to this lady in the street. I'm going to throw some pictures up there of that couple lying in the street and of that lady helping them. And I got on the phone and dialed 911. It was on the phone for 5 minutes, and it was on hold. I thought there was a technical difficulty, so I got off, got back on the phone. Again, 5 minutes before I got a dispatcher or 911 operator on the phone. They didn't know if I was just calling about a loud noise or if there was a guy running around the street shooting people. 10 minutes on hold for a 911 operator is ridiculous. So I decided, okay, they're not paying attention to streets, and I don't understand why. So I drove the neighborhoods of some city council members to take a look. So I'm going to throw some sheets up there, some pictures, and you're going to see them of various neighborhoods in these certain city council members, not all of them, because there's too many of them, but just hit a few over a couple of days. You're going to see a lot of potholes, okay? Now, what I want to do, now that you've seen those, I'm going to throw up some more pictures, okay? And I want to see if you notice anything. These pictures are pictures that were taken on the streets within a house or two. I don't identify anything because I don't want to dox anybody, but of certain city council members, all right, at least the ones I could get an address for. The other people just put in a P.O. box or some kind of bogus place like a business address. So I want you to take a look at these pictures, and I want to see if you don't see something in there. Tell me what you don't see in all these pictures. What you do see is the very nice neighborhoods, but what you don't see are potholes. So, no wonder they're not focused on it, because it's not affecting them. This is something I found out. These people get involved in a bubble. People, the sycophants come up to them, they tell them how wonderful they are, they take them to all the nice places, and then they all want money to go somewhere else. Streets and roads, they don't care. City council member, they don't have potholes in their neighborhood, so they don't focus on it. So that's why if you're going to have good streets, you're going to have to get every single city council member that's on there now, you're going to have to get them off of that board, off of that city council, and get some people on there who have potholes on their streets. And I guarantee you, then you're going to get some potholes taken care of. That's the only way it's going to happen. So just remember, you're paying a lot in taxes for these potholes to be filled, for you to have safe streets. You're paying a lot in taxes for protection and for a good, clean place to live. You're not paying, even though they're spending it on. You don't expect to pay for social justice warrior projects. You don't expect to pay for homeless camps. I'm not saying, there's plenty of private people that will take care of that. What you're paying for first, what you should be paying for, are good police protection, fire protection, and EMT, and roads, but you're not getting that. So you remember that. And I guarantee, one of the things I told you about in the introduction, which was several episodes ago when we first started this, is when it comes up to elections, I'm going to be telling you who to vote for and who not to vote for. And we got some elections coming up, and we got primary elections coming up in March. So probably beginning sometime in February, I'm going to be evaluating candidates, and I'm going to be coming on board. There's going to be ones that have a focus on Dallas. I probably won't be covering senatorial candidates or somebody who's running for House of Representatives out in El Paso. I'm not going to go there. It's going to be people that have an effect on Dallas. They're going to have an effect on your pocketbook. So stay tuned. Glad you guys came to visit with me today. We'll see you next time. Have a good day. Bye-bye. I really appreciate you tuning in to watch the show. Please hit the like and share button and share it with your friends and family. If you'd like to give us some feedback, we'd love to hear from you. Just email us at dallaswatch2020@gmail.com. Also, please consider a tax-deductible donation. You can go to www.returnlee.org. And also, don't forget, tune in every Friday, 7:30 Dallas time. New episode comes out of Dallas Watch. See you then. So long.